There we go. It's come
Hello
on my
and welcome
phone.
to the Bears' fourth game of the 1960 season against their arch rival, the Green Bay Packers. Joining me on the broadcast is Vinny X Wolf, and know him as
Hello,
the.
everyone.
I don't know. Again, with the settings, I don't know if they can hear you. Probably, because you probably know how to set your settings. But hopefully, you can hear him.
Yep, they can hear me. I got the broadcast on. They heard me.
Okay. All right. So we might have some color commentary that comes in 10 seconds late.
Yep.
Let's see if Caceres and the Bears can look like they did last week. Although I looked at the ratings again for Green Bay real quick, and they have stars all over the place. Defensive line, linebacker, secondary. It might be a rough one.
And this is the early going. They haven't even hit their stride yet.
Yeah, I
It's not the
think
juggernaut that they'll be in 65 and 66 and 67.
right.
And this is the year they lost the title game.
Yeah, I think that makes them mad though, because I think even in like 62 they outscored their opponents by 300 and something points.
Well, I know in the title game in 62 they outscored the Giants 37 nothing.
Yeah.
In 61, I mean. There we go. Floyd Rice is ready.
All right, the
Just
kickoff. Oh, all right. Up to the
Paul Hornung.
29-yard line. Okay. And here comes Bart Starr. What's he got? 784 yards, 9 touchdowns in 3 games. Whew. All right.
He's a machine.
Yeah. Okay. This should be, in theory, this will be, I think, the most challenging computer team I play this year. So we'll see what happens with the Bears. We'll see what happens here. And Pettibone breaks it up. Went deep on the first play, but Pettibone breaks it up.
Hmm.
There's Ringo, Thurston, Kramer, Forrest Gregg, Paul Hornung, Kramer, Max McGee, Dowler. All kinds of good players.
I am prepping for people who watch my show for the alternate Super Bowl this weekend, and I'm prepping the Raiders, and they seem to have had a lot of retirements that I have to replace.
And
Interesting
Paul
that free
Hornung
agency they
only.
gave me a week.
Paul Hornung back to the line only, so that's good. There's the defense, Kilcullen, Doug Atkins on the line, Bill George in the middle, Richie Pettibone, J.C. Caroline, and others.
I lost you. I don't know what happened.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, I got you now. Okay.
Oh, okay. First star from the shotgun. Deep again. And again it's broken up. They're doing jump passes, so luckily it's giving me a chance to hit them before they can hold on to the ball. Lombardi looks a little different over there.
Hmm. Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of coaches.
So that's a good first series for the Bears defense. 3 and out. Oh, nice block. And not much of a gain when the blocker whiffs on the block. Out comes Ed Brown. Not quite the statistic as Bart Starr. 384 yards through the season. 5 touchdowns. Not bad, but not Bart Starr like. All right. Let's see.
It's going to be a busy night in Sack to the football. As it appears we're going to finish the week tonight, all 4 games.
Yeah, did you hear from Brian about the Cleveland Browns? Is that definitely happening tonight?
I don't know if it's definitely happening, but I know he wanted to, so.
But we are going to get... Oh, there's a nice hole. Caceres leaving, starting where he left off last week. 21-yard run. All right. It's much easier when Caceres is on. Yeah, we have John M. will be bringing 2 games to us pretty soon, both the Giants and the Oilers. Big night for Sack to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the Packers and Bears are both undefeated, so pretty big matchup here. Oh. Would have had a huge hole to the outside, but I couldn't get there. And there's the starters. I like to run behind Stan Jones for obvious reasons. There's Rick Caceres. Johnny Morris is the backing him up. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a difference in some of the linemen in this game. Even between the Bears and the Broncos. When the Broncos don't have a surefire guy to run behind, but when they run behind Stan Jones, it's much better. It's nice
I
to
had a
have
much easier time running on the Colts line than with the Bills.
There's
But
Willie
even I watched
Davis,
that.
Ray Nitschke, Willie Wood. There's Hall of Famers at every level. Sorry, you were saying that the...
Yeah, I was watching the Bills season highlights from 1960, and I feel a little bitter about how bad I'm playing.
Brown's going to take off and get the first down. Yeah, it's... I mean, anytime, like I felt like, you know, throwing all those interceptions with Tripucka, you know, obviously you feel like it's completely your fault. And most of it was my fault, but sometimes you just have to remind yourself it's their first year, and most of the AFL teams didn't get it right away.
Well, in 61, only 3 AFL teams had winning records: the Houston Oilers, the San Diego Chargers, and the Boston Patriots. Man, I can't. Stuck on an 80 rating of 86 with this guy.
Bears methodically driving down the field here. There's another nice hole. 9-yard gain. Johnny Morse. 2nd and 1. Oh, I pushed the X too fast. I don't even know what I called. Okay, let's switch that. Johnny Morris again fighting for a couple yards. First down.
I think making him penalty happy and undisciplined is what's given me the issues of getting his rating up.
Oh, stupid. Man, I was driving just fine, and then I throw an interception. Oh, okay. I'd bow to him. Yep. Dang it. It really bothers me more than usual that I'm throwing interceptions to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm stuck on a 91 now with this guy. Maybe I should increase his throwing power and bump him up.
Oh yeah, for quarterbacks, throwing power is the.
He's a linebacker.
Oh.
His heading power is low. I'm gonna bring that up to see if that does it.
Yeah, I think linebackers,
Too
pursuit, and
high. Too high.
tackling are the
Yep.
two main drivers.
Gonna try and make the alternate Super Bowl look much, much more realistic this month.
I'm sure everyone will
Here we go.
appreciate that.
Yeah, every month I'm trying to improve it.
Yeah, Carpenter just gashes me up the middle for 16 yards. Containing Horning. Carpenter comes in and rips off a big one. There's chanting stupid go pack go. I really hate everything about them. But they do have good players.
There's my laptop do this sometimes.
All right, 2nd and 9, 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Bart Starr from the shotgun. And it's a handoff to Horning, who only gets another yard or two. 4 carries for 4 yards. Bart Starr's really fallen in love with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's in the pistol. There we go. All right. A big hit. Bill George recovers the fumble.
Go check it out.
What's that?
I don't know. I got the game on, but it's not on my computer screen as I'm working on the ratings.
Oh,
so when you react like that, I'll go check it out real quick.
Right. Yeah, over the middle, complete, a nice hit by Pettibone. Oh, did he really fumble it though? Well, it doesn't look like they're looking at it, so that's good. Each team has turned it over here in the first quarter, keeping it scoreless. Another nice run by Caceres. Man, he's really... It's confident. Look at last week, 14 carries for 184 yards against the Steelers.
These Raiders like tape. I think I'm maxing out all their tape on their arms and their wrists and their everything.
Yeah, they probably thought it was a way to cheat.
Yeah, it was a Raiders video. I was watching the America's game from '76, and the guy was talking about all the ways that they would use to cheat.
Yeah. It's funny how, I don't know, it seems like a lot of people, like, that's the mystique of the Raiders, like they cheat, and it's like, oh yeah, that's cool, they kind of cheat. But then if the Patriots do it, they're hated.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Patriots. Now, don't get me wrong. As a Bills fan, I obviously hate them, but for the longest time, I respected them. And I've told the story before. It all leads back to Drew Bledsoe, and then there was various guys like Troy Brown, Teddy Bruschi, Wes Welker, Randy Moss that I liked. It was never Belichick and Brady. I respected Brady, but the last 3-4 years, I've had enough. I've worn out. You can only respect a team that's not your favorite for so long before even they start to move on you.
Right.
They need to. What needs to happen is they need to not make. I don't care if they make the playoffs or not. but they need to not make the Super Bowl for about 10 years for that to go away from people. Because I don't think people feel that way about the Cowboys much anymore.
Yeah, they've been out of it for a while. So on the last play, Caceres.
I mean, obviously you have your Cowboy haters, but the ones that just, you know, I don't know. I just get a sense that Patriots are more hated right now than anybody.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. So saying the play before last, Caceres got hit about 2.5 yards before the marker, but he pushed his way, fought his way for the first down, which was awesome. Morris, though, was not able to break any kind of tackles. At the 38-yard line, got to get this first down. And there it is. Brown over the middle, his second completion of the day. And that brings it down to the 19-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. What?
This is a night game. Is it Monday night? Because I think I played the Sunday night game. Or is it Thursday night?
I think this is a Thursday night game. I'm trying to remember from the season. I think they played a Thursday night game early in the year.
Yeah.
Ooh. Held him up so he could get hit. Caceres up to 47 yards. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half, still scoreless. 2nd and 8. No. Yeah. Looked like he went for the interception instead of the tackle. So I get a free touchdown. That's what he gets for being a showboating Packer.
This Raiders team is loaded on offense. Defense is really good, but this is the first 99 that my formula has brought me in as Ted Hendricks. The Vikings, on the other hand, have much better defense than offense. It's going to be an interesting game.
What year did you say you're doing?
77, because it's the same year as what the Super Bowl of the Month Club is in.
Oh, right.
And what I do is I take the runners-up, the conference championship losers, and I'll post a video Saturday night detailing how the conference championship games are 100% reversed. So everything that happens in reverse.
Okay.
And then I'll run the alternate Super Bowl. So like if there's a big injury, for instance, 1990 when Joe Montana got hit by Leonard Marshall and knocked him out of the game for 2 years. That didn't happen to Montana. It happens to Phil Simms or Jeff Hostetler. I mean, everything is exactly reversed. It's the easiest way for me in my mind to justify how games like Washington's 41-10 victory over Detroit. Well, how does Detroit win that game? Because there's not one or two plays they could just. Well, if I exactly reverse it 100%, it's easy to say Detroit blew Washington out 41-10. That way, 91. So that works out good in that aspect. But in other aspects, like your 85 Bears run a dud in the NFC title game. They're going to get shut out by the Rams.
Yeah.
But they'll go to Super Bowl. The Bears go to Super Bowl 23, 19. They go Super Bowl 19 to play the Steelers, 23 to play the Bills, 45 to play the Ravens. No, the Jets. 45 to play the Jets. And I think that's it. Oh no, wait. They lost the NFC title game to the Packers, did they?
Yeah, like 2010.
Or did the Seahawks lost to the Saints that year? So okay.
Yeah, 2010 the Bears lost to the Packers.
Yeah. So they'll go to that Super Bowl. They'll play the Jets. They go to Super Bowl 19, play Mark Malone and the Steelers. They'll go to Super Bowl 23 and play Jim Kelly and the Bills in this alternate universe. Several teams make 3 Super Bowls in a row, but nobody makes 4.
Oh. So I just saw at the, you know how they show the scores at the bottom? And
Yep.
the Redskins are playing the Chiefs this week, which is funny because it's 2 of the, there's 2.5 teams that haven't rated yet, and that's 2 of them. They're playing each other.
Mm. Yep. Okay, Lester Hayes. No.
There's a close-up of Rick Caceres.
Phillips. They're all still on the roster. No, he's not. Okay, we'll change him.
And there's a completion to Gallimore. Brown, after the interception, has calmed down. Completed 4 of his last 5. The Bears are outgaining the Packers so far, 126-40.
This dude is wearing 32. I wonder where Jack Tatum went, or if he retired. Might have to go find him. I have seen some weird things. Jack Youngblood is on the Colts roster right now. I don't know how that happened.
Sometimes they make good plays, I guess. Stop Caceres from getting the first down.
Oh, that's a weird looking face, man. Can't mix that. I can't do that one. I do the best facsimile of it I can.
Oh, and again, too strong, man. My punts, I keep getting them in the end zone instead of trying to get them inside the 10.
There's no way I can do the stick 'em all over the place either.
No. Oh, that's going to be hard to do, or impossible. All right, Bart Starr comes out. Bears have stopped in the first couple drives. First play will be a handoff to Horning, and that's his best run of the game. Oh, almost a touchdown.
Golden boy out of Notre Dame.
Yeah. He could be the golden boy in other weeks. Need him to settle down today. Okay. Shotgun again. Oh, Bart Starr just overthrows everyone. Bart Starr is only 1 for 5.
Wow. So much for that rating. Or
yeah.
Whatever.
I know the first 2 passes the receivers couldn't hold on because I hit them while they were in the air trying to make jumping catches. Oh, that's another hard hit. I think he dropped the ball too. The Bears are really hitting the receivers. It's nice.
Wow.
That time it had nothing to do with me. It was just the computer guy just doing his job. 3rd and 10. Ball's at midfield. And he does come through with a nice pass on 3rd down. Second completion of the day. Okay, so the Packers are threatening here inside the 30. No way. Oh, okay. He didn't catch it. Bart Starr threw it in between a couple of Bears, but luckily, who was that? Mellinger couldn't hold on to it. It was a nice throw, though. Okay, 2nd and 10. You know what? Another play where the receiver goes into the air, so I'm able to hit him and jar it loose. I think eventually they're going to stop throwing jump balls. Or Bart Starr's really mad at his receivers. He's trying to get him hurt.
You must be Thursday game because it just showed the score for the Colts Seahawks game, and as if it hasn't happened yet. So,
yeah.
In fact, none of the games are. Monday is the Chiefs and Redskins.
Thursday night football, Bears and Packers. Oh, he just dropped it in that zone that time. They are not. Bart Starr and his receivers hate each other this game. Starr's trying to get him killed. They're not catching the ball for him. I like it.
Especially in Green Bay to have such a lousy game.
Yeah. Now they're going to set up for a 46-yard field goal. The kicker's got a big black hole in his helmet.
Paul Hornung go in, changed helmets and jerseys. Yeah, that black hole is weird. It shows up on just the Riddell TK, which is the classic. Ooh, right down the middle, short.
Yeah.
But
everyone else on the team.
Guys.
Yeah, everyone else on the team has no hole in their helmet.
But it's the same. Have you seen if you throw a hat on a created coach?
Oh.
Sometimes there's holes in the hat.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks terrible. Like the guy's over there eating his hat or something.
There's also a very weird glitch. What's it called? If you have a touchdown that's called back during the game, it doesn't count it on the scoreboard, but in the scoring summary at the end, it counts it.
Oh, yeah. Up. Yep. I think I saw that in one of your games in Zack to the Future.
It happened actually last night in that Colts Seahawks game.
Yeah, okay.
And it happened in Brian's game. They actually gave this Jim Brown the rushing touchdown that didn't count.
Oh, well, he needs help with his stats anyways.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jim Brown.
And he does not hang on to the ball. All right, 3rd and 1. Play here. Trying to get some more points. Beautiful blocking by the Bears. The offensive line, Caceres breaks it all the way to the house. Caceres is on fire the last 2 weeks. All right. Bears take a 13-0 lead. Yeah, and in the Broncos game, when I threw the 4 interceptions, Tripucka regressed. So he's down to a 71 now. But Caceres, after last week and this week, he's probably flying up there in the ratings. Uh-oh. I got the internet connection quality message. Hopefully it doesn't shut out.
No.
Let me know if you're not seeing anything.
I'm still seeing you.
Okay.
I'm still seeing you just fine. It's weird though, because the other night I've had that message show up several times and it never seems to affect it. And then the other night I had no video for part of the game. Right,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know you were saying that. I mean, I was mostly listening, but then I went back and just kind of skipped through, and I saw that it was just like the yellow upper arm fracture.
Cool.
Fortunato. Oh, no. Leclerc, okay. Just the backup middle linebacker. They wanted me to replace him with Fortunato. I'm like, no, I can't lose one of my probably 3 or 4 best defensive players. Bart Starr. This might be the worst game he's ever played. Good time for it. I could lie and just say I'm calling the perfect defensive plays. Oh wow, they're spreading 5 wideouts. You know, if they have 5 wide receivers. And he doesn't throw it to anyone. And Williams gets a sack. I might as well call a timeout and see if it's a short punt. 23 seconds to go. The Packers should be punting down 14-0. We have 15 seconds to see if we can get into field goal position. Oh, I see the Jets, or the Titans, are at 3-0, and they're playing the Jags, which means they're going to be 4-0, I think.
Yep.
It's a good start for them. Okay, the guy here. Oh, and he completes it. And call timeout. Alright, I have to hit the button a few times, but they finally register the timeout. 7 seconds to go. Bears have the ball on the 39-yard line. Gotta get a few more yards here.
One more player and I'm done for the night. Ray Guy.
Ray Guy. Oh, beautiful. Receiver stops. Brown puts it right on the money. 2 seconds to go. See if we can add a few. Okay, come on, give me the field goal suggestion. There we go.
That's weird. How come the kickers get the start for a game and punters don't?
And it's good. Bears go into the locker room up 17-0. Everything's going perfect for the Bears of our. I mean, after that initial interception by Brown, Caceres is running well. The defense is playing good. Also, Bart Starr is playing the worst I've ever imagined he would play.
I think I've ever given a punter such high numbers for jumping. But there's that one play, that one picture, and I'm sure you've seen it, where Ray Guy is jumping out of the stadium to catch a high snap.
Yeah.
And because of that, he gets 90 in jumping.
It is pretty ridiculously high for a punter.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
Stupid.
gonna be those. Oh, it's 93, 95, 93, 95. I want to be a 94. You think I can get to 94? Let me move his
Forrester
jumping
sacks
talent.
Brown. Tight end moves over to the other side. Oh, tripped me up. Caceres, 107 yards on the day. So 2 straight weeks over 100 yards. Starting to come together.
There we go. Got it. Alright, so the Raiders' offensive defensive starters are ready. I just got to do their bench warmers, and the ultimate Super Bowl will be set. Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time.
Morris picks up the first down.
I'm going to load up my next Retro Rosters game for my channel. We should be getting, I don't know if the Browns are playing tonight or not, but we should be getting notification soon on John M.
Yeah, the Giants game starts within the hour. Oh. That time they got the Caceres. Jordan, his 3rd tackle for a loss this game. Okay. Let's go with one of these. And the swing pass to Caceres makes the catch, but doesn't really go anywhere. 1 yard gain. 3rd and 11. And they're chanting the stupid "Go Pack, Go" again. Oh, nice throw by Brown. Picks up the first. Four minutes to go in the third. 17-0 Bears. And there's Caceres for another few yards. Up to a... Now I get the notification that he's reached 100 yards. He did that like 4 carries ago.
Okay. I need to load the other Madden up. Oh, stepping all over the kids' toys.
Caceres. Oh, man. Absolutely labeled. Holds onto the ball. That's good. Ray Nitschke, of course. He's taken some anger out on that shot. Third and 1. Big boys come out for the Bears. Adams in motion.
Oops.
Give it to Gallimore. He fights, but he'll come up short. 4th and 1. Oh, it's a 50-yard field goal. Can't do that. Well, let's play for it on 4th and 1. And they'll get the first down. Good job.
I wonder who the Eagles are going to start in this game, Cunningham or Jaworski.
Bears convert another 3rd down. Playing the ball control game now. Johnny Morse doesn't go anywhere, though. Still a decent day. 6 carries, 30 yards.
But while this is loading, I will take leave for a minute and be right back.
Okay. Again, if you're just joining halfway through the video, the Bears and Packers are both undefeated here in Sack to the Future. And both 3-0 at the moment. This is week 4. Bears having a great game, whereas Bart Starr and the Packers are playing probably as poorly as they'll play all year. But the Bears up 17, driving. Just got the ball inside the red zone. Brown comes to the line. If you are joining halfway through the game, there is plenty more coming up for Sack to the Future tonight. And then, of course, if you go over to the Vinny X Wolf channel, then you can see the entire playlist, which is 8 human-controlled teams every week. Of course, sometimes we play each other, so it's not quite 8 games every week, but there's got to be close to 30 in the playlist already. Davis with the tackle. Alright. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. 17-0 Bears. Play action pass. He's still looking. And Brown's going to run for it. He gets inside and touchdown. Ed Brown. A beautiful run by Brown. And the Bears just keep doing everything right. It's 23-0. Yeah, the Bears actually had more trouble in their first 2 weeks against the semi-pro teams, but they had no problem with the Steelers last week, and they are having no problem with their rival, the Packers, this week. So it is looking good for the Bears.
Okay, I'm back. I went and checked scores. Notre Dame lost in baseball today to, I can't think of who they played. They had a doubleheader. They beat Incarnate Word and then lost the second game.
Brian Phelps just joined and commented that the Bears are having no problem with the Packers. Did you send him an invite for the chat or no?
For the BG Phelps user, in case he played the Browns game, yeah, I sent him an invite for the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, hopefully the Brian, if you want to put the answer to the question, are the Browns playing tonight? No. Everyone wants to know. Oh, it just got home. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, the Browns are playing tonight, so we will still have 3 more Sack to the Future games coming up tonight. On paper,
I broadcast on my own channel a retro rosters game. Let me turn this down. I don't need it so loud.
I was going to say on paper you might have thought the 3-0 Bears and the 3-0 Packers would be the closest game tonight, but don't worry, because there's 3 more coming up. And Vinny, you're doing that on your channel, Vinny X Wolf?
Yep, retro rosters, 86 season. It's the last week 1 game of the 6 teams I'm controlling. It'll be the Atlanta Falcons hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm about to go live.
Okay.
I just got to click in the type and all that.
Falcons and Eagles from 1986.
Lowest rated teams of 86. The Bills, I was able to come down 28-0 to beat the Colts. The only loss I've suffered so far is with the Giants.
That's ironic.
The week 1 game they actually did lose to the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. That worked out, I guess. Bart Starr, 3 of 14. And they're going to go for it. Going for it. It is the fourth quarter. I guess with 2-point conversions, they're only 3 scores down. And that's intercepted. Okay, why am I running the wrong way? Intercepted by J.C. Caroline. What was that?
That was a bad pass.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Retro Rosters. This is Vinny Vincent bringing you the final Week 1 game. You may hear some voices in the background as I'm on a party chat with the other members of the Sack to the Future, which are going on right now. If you go to the Phantom Fighter channel, check out the 1960 Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. No spoilers for me. You'll have to check that game out on your own. He's live right now. The Atlanta Falcons in 1986 were 7-8-1 under head coach Dan Henning, and they won their opening week game against New Orleans 31-10. I played the Philadelphia Eagles.
6.5 minutes to go.
You're in the fourth, right?
Yep. Fourth quarter, just over 6 minutes to go. And there's a huge hole. Caceres.
Also, tonight the Cleveland Browns will play, as well as the New York Giants and the Houston Oilers. Sack to the Future. Very busy night. I feel kind of left out because I already played my games. Keith Byers. I'm wondering if Randall Cunningham or Ron Jaworski gets the start. These rosters for this one created by I Teach History 78 or I Teach Percussion if you are on sports. What is that website?
Operation Sports.
Operation Sports. It sucks. The one thing that sucks about Madden 16 is you can't change your opponent's uniforms, so you get the Eagles looking very modern.
It's too bad.
But I want to use David Archer, my quarterback. Oh, this is going to suck. Randall Cunningham is getting the start. So I want to use all his rosters. Do franchise with him because he does such a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing better as far as season replay rosters.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me get your game back up on my screen so I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, it's going...
Ooh, bad kick. Beautiful red Atlanta Falcon uniforms, though.
So the Packers will take the field. Bart Starr comes back out.
And here comes Randall Cunningham. Boy, somebody watching your game or watching mine is very... If they're just joining it, they must be very confused about, wait, what? Bart Starr or Randall Cunningham? What the hell?
Yes. A commentary from 2 different games at the same time. There's a sack by Doug Atkins. He's got 1.5 today.
Oh, Keith Byers right up the middle. Oh, hard run, first down. Keith Byers is 42. Right. Yeah, he wore 42. I seem to remember him wearing 41.
Oh, intercepted. And just for fun, he does a weird dive into the end zone.
I see that.
At least he didn't hurt himself.
Who is number 20? That's weird that you don't have names on the back of your jerseys, because usually even throwbacks do.
Oh, the Bears are special.
Yeah. That's it. You know what he just did? That's the pose from football cards back in that era.
Oh, yeah?
The flying dive.
And there he is sitting on the bench. Guys are talking to him about that move.
Get back, get back.
Man,
Went way offside and was able to get back.
I'm glad the Bears are playing like this. From week 1, where I struggled against the Falcons, even with Mohamed Sanu as their quarterback. And
Don't
then,
worry, Falcons beat me, so.
Yeah, they might be the best of the semi-pro teams, but still. From that to the way they play in against the Steelers and Packers, it's crazy how much
somebody's
got to
win the NFC. Somebody's got to win the NFC South because there is no NFC South in our era. None of those 4 teams exist.
Yeah, that's true. So a semi-pro team will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hopefully only the one, but we'll see.
Yeah, but they could make the playoffs at 3-13.
Yeah.
You gotta at least win, half your division games. David Archer. Number 16. Second-year player out of Snow College in Utah. That makes me feel even better. Of course, my backups are Turk Schonert and Scott Campbell. I don't know if I'll go through the whole season with Archer or not. I'm not real familiar with this Atlanta Falcons team, so we'll see how it goes.
Man, my dream is that I just get to watch the Bears play the Packers like this just one time.
Nice pass completion there to number 89. Let me scroll out and see who that is. Charlie Brown. Ha! Ha! Nobody pulled the ball out from under him. Oh, the former Washington Redskins, one of the Fun Bunch members.
Oh. They did another jump ball, but this time the receiver held on to it when I hit him.
Pass completion this time to number 88, Arthur Cox. In that Week 1 game between the Falcons and Saints, Charlie Brown did catch a touchdown pass from David Archer. Cliff Austin had a 1-yard run. Gerald Riggs scored a rushing touchdown. Anthony Allen caught a touchdown pass, and Nick Luckhurst did a field goal. The Saints, conversely, this is a year before they first made the playoffs, had a Morton Anderson field goal and a Dalton Hilliard touchdown run.
The Bears got their 4th sack of the night.
Gerald Riggs runs into a host of Eagles. 2-yard pickup.
The Bears have been covering. They've been tackling. Running. A little bit of
hard
passing.
run up.
Oh, there's an injury. Who is it? Who did he throw it to?
Welcome to the party, Mr. Phelps.
Oh, that's all right. It's going to be a long night.
Oh. Seth Joyner just took me out in the backfield.
Yeah, so oh, it was Ron Kramer that got hurt. Oh, that is more bad news for the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
Tight end. Almost intercepted. David Archer.
Oh, and someone on my team got. Bishop is also hurt. Okay, so the 4th quarter is just everyone's getting injured now. Might just have to sit on the ball and get this game over with. No stars on the Bears side, at least.
The last 2 weeks we've watched this week we're watching the 2 teams from the NFL title game get blown out. Nice first down pass to No.
No?
No, why you?
I heard.
No. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I heard you say something like that, but I thought you were talking about on the comments on the side, and I'm like, what? I only see Vinny's comments. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've only gotten like one comment total. So.
I've gotten some guys from some of the. I've gotten some guys complaining about some of the roster work on the 86 games, but I'm like, it's not my roster. You know, Phil McConkey's name's spelled wrong, and I can't fix it. For some reason, inside in Madden 16, inside CFM, you can't edit other teams' names. Even though I'm the Giants myself, I can't change it. I don't understand it. But yeah, the guy was, he was. It wasn't even one of the games I played. It was one of the ones I simulated back in October. And I'm grateful that they watched. I really am. But he was frustrated with who I had starting for the Giants. And I went with the Pro Football Reference had listed as their starters. So, you know, I'm very sorry that they didn't like that. But one alternate Super Bowl too. One guy said that I had John Madden look black and should be white, and I didn't see it, but he was very upset with Ken Stabler didn't have long hair. And this is when I was just learning how to do some of that stuff, so I, you know, said, well, I'll try and do better the next time. Touchdown from Archer to, I don't know these Falcons. This is 3 years before I started watching them.
I tackled Bellinger, and then after he hit the ground, then he like bounced back up and hit the ground again.
See that? He's very bouncy. Oh, that's right. The kicking is different on this one. But no, I got some real positive feedback the other day on my Bills Colts virtual rosters game. And I was having a conversation with the guy, and I mentioned he said he plays Xbox, but he likes these kind of throwback rosters, and he was a community on Xbox, and I said I think there is. I haven't really looked into it. And I said if you like this kind of thing, you ought to check out Sack to the Future. And he said he had been. He'd been watching every episode. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That was a nice throw by Bart Starr. He just has had too few of them. I did not expect to have this type of game against the Packers. I love it, but it's just surprising myself. It's nice though, because I couldn't take another
John Reed
nail biter after this morning.
Uh-oh. My screen went black on my laptop, and I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, is it that low?
Yeah, I think it is. Back up, though, because my cord doesn't reach. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Sure. Hey, Brian, did you see any part of the Broncos-Raiders game? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the most exciting game I've played against the computer so far for, I mean, even including offline franchises and stuff. Pretty good game.
Yeah, my laptop shut down, and I evidently did not pause the game while I was away plugging it in.
Oh, no. So what is it, like first and 35?
No, I'm on defense, but
oh,
it is first and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Forced a errant throw from Cunningham. Of course, hopefully my pages are still open.
Now, I don't know if Nitschke just always hits
Yeah, they're
hard
all full.
or he's mad about the score, but he's hit me hard the last couple times.
Is your game done? Because it says error occurred, and I
Oh
have a
boy.
on stream.
No.
It might be because my laptop shut down, though, so I'm reloading. There it is.
Tell me that's a first. That is a first down. All right. That should be it, unless they start calling timeouts. They do have all three, but I think they just want to get out of here.
I can't believe my laptop is that low on battery.
What was that? 38-0, yeah.
Might be. It's really surprising to be against the Packers to get such a win.
Yeah, when I was loading the game, Brian, it comes up with those team overall ratings, which Madden does such a bad job of rating the overall teams. It doesn't mean anything, but they were rated a 93. I was like, oh man, this is going to be tough. But apparently they're easier than the semi-pro teams. At least today, any given Sunday. Well, that does it. The Bears defeat the Packers 38-0. Fun fact, the Bears are 4-0 and they have not allowed a touchdown on defense yet. So, monsters
Fun fact,
of Midway.
Buffalo Bills have lost to a semi-pro team this week. The only good thing, positive I can say about that is, I will one day have ownership in that team, so.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
When I pull a Carol Rosenblum and sell the Colts back to the league and buy the Falcons.
So Bart Starr attempted 25 passes. Ed Brown attempted 12, but Brown completed more. That's the kind of game it was.
Oh, I just got rocked. Who hit me? 96. Who's 96 for Philadelphia? I should know this. It is Clyde Simmons.
Williams with a couple sacks. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. That's the end of the game. But I'm staying on the party chat.